Hello, 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 hello. We should be live with today's stream. Sorry for all the cancellations and or late streams lately. Are we live? 1 second, I need to refresh. I have the stream in the background, but okay, it is live, awesome. Just had to refresh for it to actually show up. So I'm just going to share all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. As per usual, starting with some Animal Crossing. And then afterwards, hopefully some Lego The Hobbit. We'll see how I am feeling. You know, with all the everything lately. Don't want to be overdoing it, but I think everything should be good to go. So let's just hop right into some Animal Crossing. I am ready to hit the town, yes. May 7th, 3:53. Definitely a late start. Wait, did I share on Discord? Yeah, okay, I did share on Twitter, I know that. Trantor, that's all good. All good in the neighborhood. While she loads the town up, let's just check two things. Next holiday is Sunday, right? Yes, Mother's Day. We'll get the lovely phone. And visitors. Oh, Sahara should be in town today, which doesn't matter too much. And, Red is in my other town, although not till 6, which is a little over 2 hours from now. We might skip the Lego. You know, we might go longer than normal on Animal Crossing and skip the Lego The Hobbit today, so that we can go check out Red today, since tomorrow he'll already be gone by the time we end up playing. Hey, Jolly Roger, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Because, I mean, tomorrow's Saturday, so Animal Crossing we do after the Star Wars RPG, so start the Star Wars RPG at 4, go till 7-ish, by which point Red will already be gone, so we might try going a bit longer on Animal Crossing today so we can go check out what Red is selling today. Going well, good to hear. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Back is still sore, but not as much as it had been for, like, because what was it, last Wednesday, back just became sore, and it was super sore for, like, I mean, it still is, but it's not as sore. You know, just how it goes. Something happens, you don't even know what, just all of a sudden one day you're randomly sore, and then you're just sore for like a week or two. But yeah, but I seem to be doing mostly decent right now. Also on the tired side, but that's just, you know, that's just normal. When am I not tired? Snooty is new, I think. I think. Had to stay home from work for a day, was so bad. Oof. Yeah, I didn't have any days where I stayed home from work. I had days where I wish I had stayed home from work. Probably should have stayed home from work, honestly. At least, well, this past Wednesday and last Saturday were probably the big ones. Hey, Lynx, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Yeah. But, you know, as much as when I'm sore I should, you know, it would be nice to take off because, hey, thank you for the host, Lynx. Very much appreciated. Like, because working, especially on the days where I'm actually working in the produce department rather than just bulk, words. Head hurts from unravel. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How did you make some decent progress at least after I went into lurk? What was I saying? Oh yeah, about like work or whatever, like especially the days that I work, yeah, and why did I just in produce and then bulk I have to do more heavy lifting. It'd be nice to be able to stay home, but I can't really afford to take, you know, time off from work, so yeah. I'm doing pretty good, and yeah, couldn't lift that day, yeah. Well, yeah, basically, like, I know on I can't remember which of the days it was, because both of the day, like, it was either like last Saturday or just this past Wednesday, because Wednesday the entire shift was produce. Saturday was a bulk shift, but I finished off everything I had to do in, like, you know, 2 hours or whatever. It was a 5-hour shift, so then I had to go and spend the rest of the time in produce. So I can't remember which one it was, but one of them or whatever. At one point I just had like a cart full of like boxes of bananas, and I was like putting them out, and I was like, this wasn't near the end of my shift, but I'm like, and I had like the boxes just on the bottom of the cart, and I'm like, there's still room to put out more bananas. I do not want to have to bend over to, you know, bend over, pick up the bananas, put them on the table, bend over, pick up the bananas, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Bananas were full enough, I'll just bring this to the back and, like, put everything away slowly enough to finish off the rest of my shift. And yeah. Okay. But yeah. Let's, yeah. Probably a good idea. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, you're like, okay. You know, this is, you know, I'm still working today, but I'm working with, you know, I'm working with what I've got today. What I'm able to do. Oh, right. What are we... Insects we were good on, right? We caught the whatchamahoosit. Went real slow the next day, yeah. Yeah, I do remember one time where I, like, because normally I only take, like, call in sick if it's, like, you know, something contagious, or, like, sometimes if just, like, mental health is real bad or whatever type thing. But I remember the one time where I did actually call in, like, because of, like, soreness. This was back when I worked at a car dealership in the car wash, and I don't know what had happened, but, like, because it was something with my back and shoulders or something, but I could not lift, like, even without holding anything, I could not lift my arms like this, even, like, I couldn't lift my arm like that or whatever, without just being, like, an excruciating pain and such, and it was like, yeah, that, I just couldn't work like that. But, you know, that was not a fun one. I actually do still vaguely remember, because I did actually still go into work that day, because I think that was... I can't remember how long after I think that was around when I'd been at that job for about 3 months or something, at which point there was, like, you know... Because I think it was, like, something like 3 months was when, you know, you start getting benefits and such, so I actually had gone into work that day still just to, like, sign some papers or something, I vaguely recall. And just, like, even when, like, my boss saw me, like, just, like, you know... how little I moved my arms to, like, you know, lift my hand or whatever, just, you know, kind of as little movement as possible to actually sign this stuff. He's like, okay, yeah, I definitely see what you mean about not being able to work right now. Yeah. My boss that I had there at that point, because later on I was under somebody else at that job, but the boss I had at that point was one of the best bosses I ever had. First day of work at that job, he told me, okay, I'm going to need you to work slower. You're going too fast. What was I checking? Okay, fish. Check the insects, now let's check the fish. River small angelfish. Okay. I don't see a fish over here. That's not small. Can't tell if that one's small or not. Nah, that's medium, I think. Sometimes hard to tell. Hey, Cookie. What's the good word? Just hanging. Oh yeah, Sahara's around somewhere. Hello, Cookie. Yeah, she has a really nice look. I like the big eyes and the pink fur and such. Definitely a very good look. Of course I know how to grow my own tree. I've grown like nearly every tree in this town, possibly every tree in this town. Maybe some pear trees in this town are, you know, original ones from before me, but even that feels like probably not. I feel like probably, you know, yeah, every tree in this town was planted by me. Okay. Also, how many villagers do we currently have with food-based names? Because we have both Cupcake and Cookie. Are those the only ones? I think so, yeah. Yeah, so specifically like baked goods at that. Two characters with baked goods. Delicious desserts. Okay. Yeah, we do have to be extra on the alert for whatchamacallit's weeds. Well, I mean, it was only one, because I did play on Wednesday, so. What was he trading me? I missed it. Sure. You need to actually pay attention to what people are saying, Eric. Oh, tape deck. Like the thing you start off the game with? Okay. Just like in real life, I'm not paying attention to what anyone else is saying. No. I definitely try to pay attention to what people... Also, I just realized he has the flame umbrella. That's the one that I need. Can I just, like, steal it from him? How to steal an umbrella. Step 1. Wait till they have the umbrella out. Step 2, run by and grab it and run away laughing maniacally. Step 3, you have it. Success. Water level trend never changes? Shouldn't the water get all muddy and dirty after the rain? Huh. Okay. So anyone have any plans for the weekend? No, for myself, you know. Ooh. Wonder if this is one of the fossils I've been missing. Because we had like, what was it, 2 fossils that I was missing? Still, I think. Yeah. My weekend plans are hopefully standard, you know, streams. Star Wars RPG and Animal Crossing tomorrow. Animal Crossing and Animal Crossing Silver Quest Sunday on Sunday. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I know I have not been the most consistent with streaming as of late, but trying to get back to, you know, more standard streams and such. Definitely have some fun plans for the Star Wars RPG tomorrow. And so hopefully they happen as planned. Self-being comes first. Yeah, I know. I just wish, like, I could, you know... Because, like, the problem is never, like, the streaming itself. Like, the stream is pretty much never, like, the reason I'm, like, tired or anxious or anything. Like, sometimes it might, like, if I'm already tired or anxious, it might, like, increase it. But it's rarely the cause. The biggest thing is just... Okay, oh, Cookie we already talked to. Yeah. The biggest thing is just, like... Stream is the thing that I can... That if I need to take some time, that I can cancel. Because, like, calling in, you know, work isn't something I can just, like, you know, be like, oh, I'm not feeling, like, the best mentally or, like, low energy, so I could just... You know, I still have to go into work, right? I can't afford to just be missing work, whereas stream, you know, is a bit more easier to do that with and such, so is what it is. That's why that, you know, I would love someday for streaming to be my full-time job, but to get to the point of streaming being a full-time job, I have to do it consistently. Or just be ridiculously good at a video game. But basically it means I need to stream consistently. I'm never going to be, like, good enough at any... I'm unlikely to ever be good enough at any game that like, that's going to be a big enough draw to get me big as a streamer. I have to actually rely on, you know, being interesting, apparently. It's a real struggle for me. Always be there. That is very much appreciated. That is definitely very much appreciated. Okay, let's see what we've got here. An elegant umbrella, aka not a flame umbrella, but here I am looking just in case. And nothing else, we're getting some raffle tickets, which is always nice. Let's see here. Not sure. Maybe a few, there's one or two things in here that aren't instantly like saying, "Oh." There's a few things that I'm like are maybe in here. Furniture, obviously, you know. Let's actually check it out. Like Standing Stone, I'm pretty sure I've already got though. Like most of this will only be getting for raffle tickets, but there's one or two things that are maybe things. And then we have an orange box, aka one of the things you start with. And interestingly, I'm only missing one thing starting with the letter O as far as furniture goes. That's the office chair. Okay, lefty desk. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one of the desks, but it's not the lefty desk. Okay. That was one of the things that I wasn't quite sure about. So I know I don't feel like scrolling through to figure out which desk it is. Well, I mean, if it's a righty desk, that'll be easy enough. No, I'm not missing the righty desk. I'm not feeling like scrolling through everything looking for something with the word desk in it. Exotic wardrobe. This is the other one that I'm not sure about. Oh, but yeah, I do have it. Oh well, raffle ticket if nothing else. And then, I mean, I'm not 100% sure on those last two, but I'm fairly certain on this one at least that I have it. This is the Iris table. H-I... Yep, not missing anything starting with the letter I as far as furniture goes. And then probably like a fold-up chair or something. Folding chair. But still, yeah, still got it. So nothing new today in Nooks. That's okay. That's pretty standard, honestly. I mean, like, on Wednesday there we got something new in the Nooks in Pretoris, which was just amazing. Especially because that was also the day we got 3 things on the island, furniture, and we got an increase of 2 to our villager count just because of... We only had like 1 new villager that day, but we had... Number went up by 2 for whatever reason. Okay, no worries. And we got, like, what was it? Oh yeah, 2 new wallpaper on that day. Oh, and our music count had gone up just because of the fact that I had forgotten to increase it on Saturday there. Oh yeah, because I had done on Saturday I had done my increases before getting the song from Nook, and then, like, increase the numbers below me. And then, yeah. Clothing, we're still a few weeks, I mean what, like probably like 3-ish weeks away from getting new clothes again once the summer clothing becomes available. And then we should start getting new stuff from Nooks for at least a little bit, because yeah, that's also definitely something I'm looking forward to. Because then we'll be getting decent increases again for at least a little bit, and then it'll, you know, slowly start slowing down, and then eventually we'll get everything, and it'll be again. We'll have to wait until fall for even more clothes. But I like that we have it like in such a nice, nice setup and such that we're like. We kind of know what to expect as far as things go and when we're going to be getting new stuff. Other than, there's still a lot of furniture that's kind of, like, up in the air and such. Because there is still, like, a lot of just common furniture. But common, I don't, like, it could be, like, it could have, like, a rarity. I don't know exactly how furniture rarity works, but it's, like, furniture that you get just through standard methods, is what I mean. At least how they can show up in Nooks or through just any, like, thing. And then, even then, like, there's a lot of stuff from Red or the Raffle, both of which we can still get on the island as well. Yeah. And of course, but yeah, so that stuff is a bit more, like, random, but, like, holiday furniture, of course, is just about reaching the holidays. Most of, like, the wallpaper and carpets are the same. We still need 3 more wallpapers from Wendell, so that's just about, like, the RNG of when Wendell shows up and whether the RNG of what we get from him. Similar with, like, Gracie for the Gracie clothing. Stationery is just about, you know, waiting till we get those ones, because, like, that's 3 stationery we're missing. They're all, like, specific stationery you get at specific times, so there is no RNG there. Welcome back. Yeah, stationery is just about waiting till specific dates, which is really nice. Especially because it's, like, the one, you know, right, that's, like, next to Iroids and gyroids on the list, because we have gyroid and fossil, both of which are complete, and then stationary, that we know exactly when it'll be getting complete. Yeah. And like, and everything under fossils is, you know, on the list: music, villagers, fish, insects, and NES games. There's very little RNG involved in any of those. It's like fish and insects. There's a certain level of RNG, in that, you know, you have to wait for the, you know, you have to wait for those specific ones to show up. But like, you know, it's specific times of year when they will show up, and then you just look up, you figure out what ways they're showing up, like which, like especially for insects, which are going to show up like on trees or just flying around, or like whatever specifics and such. Fish is a bit more RNG in just that it's like, okay, you're running up and down the river waiting for the right size shadow, and then catching it to hope it's the right one, but it's still like, you know, it's not too much RNG and such in those. Yeah. But yeah, pretty much everything is moving along quite nicely. NES games, of course, that one's like no RNG pretty much. I mean, well, I shouldn't say no RNG. That one's about me spending time on learning each of those games and working through each of those games. Some of the games might have RNG within them, which will, of course, make things differ. Okay, what do we got here? Flagman sign. F. Saw flag, but no, it's flagpole that I need. Not flagman sign. Okay, so the ones here in the entrance don't actually get thrown away. Yeah, I was wondering about that. And now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Well, let's fill up the dump some more, so that next time gets emptied out. We got rid of more of these raffle tickets from last month. Which days was it again? I can't remember. Monday and Thursday, so it'll still be a chunk of days yet. And I'm gonna leave those two in that kind of like entrance way just for now, just because, like, yeah, they're not gonna get rid of it, but we have too many here anyway, and those ones at least are like, you know, very visible and very close, so there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say we'd be rid of them all by now if I can just give them to Nook to get rid of them. Why did I forget about that? I'll do that later, I guess. Just go drop them all off at Nook's. Wow. Phil's like, wait, I don't usually just throw them out. I usually give them to Nook, and then he disposes of them. Well, I meant to talk to our newest villager here, but works too. So Snooty is our newest villager. Interesting. I don't know, she seems a bit snooty. Okay. Imagine naming your kid Snooty. Like, really that says more about the parents than the kid. Okay. Fossil number 2, I think. And yeah, feel free to keep an eye out for fossils, because like I said, I'm pretty sure I was missing 2 of them last time I played, so there's probably 2 out there that are a bit decently hidden. Oh, losing your will to do anything, it definitely is. Yes, it is a flagman sign. Sure. Usually spot them when you do. Yeah. I'm generally fairly good at noticing them, but sometimes I do miss them. I know, kind of was a fossil or something else that was buried, but I remember one time when Aximan was here, and he definitely noticed something that I had completely missed. So, you know. So there are definitely people with better noticing skills than me. I mean, sometimes it's also just like, you know, if I'm happen to be distracted at like just the exact wrong time or whatever. Like if I'm like running around and I glance at chat and run past a thing, it's you know, sometimes happens. Okay. Which, by the way, isn't me saying you shouldn't talk in chat. Honestly, I'm more likely, like, because even if nobody's talking in chat, I'm still going to be glancing at chat every once in a while to, you know, so I don't miss anything and such. Oh yeah, Sahara. And yeah. I definitely want people to be chatting. But only if they want to, obviously. Lurking is good as well. Lurking, chatting, whatever y'all want to do. Acre F2. Doesn't really matter. We're not grabbing anything from her. Ooh, they have something lost. What might be? Furniture? You know, this is a bit... There we go. That looks better. Oh, stationary. Well, cool. It's cool neon paper, though. Very cool, very neon, very paper. Okay. Onwards and forwards. Weed. Another weed. Well, this acre is just full on the weeds. Ooh, there's another number 3. Did I check the message board? I think I forgot to check the message board. Fossil, yes. I assume that's the one that I just dug up. Yeah. That was a bit of an easier to notice one. But, yeah. Yeah, of the 3 I found, one was kind of hidden, so it might have been one of the 2 that I was missing the other day. Occasionally, yeah. Occasionally check here just because this is a spot where you literally can't see anything. There's like one spot there where it's just completely hidden. There's also like that can happen behind trees or houses or whatever, but that's, or behind the museum. That's behind the museum is the worst spot for stuff. Because the museum is just like so massive. Hey, Sahara. But you know, it is what it is. How many villages are we currently at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Hate it, yeah. Hey, Ed. It's the good word. Entertain me. Somebody's... To my people, Ed. I take leave of my life. My footsteps carry me like clouds upon wind, drifting in the pale light of the dawning day. I go in search of adventure. A poet who don't know it. Like a star. I am a freak. Good of you to notice. Apparently me being a freak is making him really happy. I'm not sure how I would feel about that. Okay, didn't see anything over here. I like when I randomly dig up money like that. When I'm checking behind, like, the museum. Because then it just zooms in. Yeah. Or, like, digging up... Yeah, the random money digging up is really nice for checking behind stuff. Okay. But, of course, it's random, so you can't exactly count on it happening. Hey! How's my favorite nibbles? Ground hardened after a rainstorm. Talk to me. Yeah. Okay. Best part of the day is, how are things? Everything is perfect. Transfer to a very little place. Yeah. Yeah, because I think she's my favorite of my current villagers. Yeah. There's others that are up there as well, like Cupcake, Hopper, Doc, Savannah, Cookie, Punchy, Frigga. I have a lot of good villagers right now, honestly. That's not small. That's not small either. Yeah. Yeah, I automatically like any penguin villagers. Because penguins are just awesome. Then various others as well that I like. And Savannah I like because, like, the fact that she's, you know, she's a horse, but, like, you know, she's a zebra, right? Like, I hope that wasn't too loud. I accidentally hit part of my desk with my leg. Luckily not hard, so it didn't hurt or anything, but... Because I like when they do that, because, like, they have, like, this standard, species for villagers, but then when they play around with that, and so they have, like, you know, they have a zebra via the, like, horse species, right? Or, what's another example where they did something like that? Oh, I know, like, with the ostriches, where they have, like, at least one flamingo character, or stuff like that. Yeah, Q is here. Yeah, Q is definitely cool. Yeah. Yeah. And I wonder if he's supposed to be a reference to the GameCube. Like, I should check if Cube was in, like, the original Animal Forest for N64, because if he was just added into the GameCube version, I could definitely see him being, like, specifically a GameCube reference. Yeah. Talk to me. Best part about fishing, when fish bite. Never thought of that. Yeah. See, I often think about like that kind of stuff, like, you know, the characters, what they're a reference to, especially with the names and such. Like, looking at the characters, like, Cupcake, well, his named after a cupcake. Hopper, because, like, isn't a hopping penguin a type of penguin, I think? Ava, not sure. Ed, because of Ed the horse, yeah. Goose is supposed to have, I guess, kind of a goose-like design. Even though he's a chicken. Doc, because of, like, Bugs Bunny's What's Up, Doc. Nibbles, because, you know, nibbling, squirrels nibble on such stuff. Punchy, not sure. Frigga, not exactly sure. Cookie, not completely sure. Pippi, Vladimir. Savannah, definitely, because zebras live on the savannah. Snooty, kind of because of her, like, her nose or whatever, combined with her being, like, a snooty villager type thing. Because, yeah, she's an anteater and such, so she has the snout. But, yeah. Oh, please be red, please be red, please be red. Please be red. I don't think he said what color he painted it, unless I missed it. But hopefully it's red. Hey, Cupcake. Yeah, just me. I mean, we're already friends, so, works out. Let's chat. Oh, she's already in town. Saw her earlier. Couldn't talk to her. Don't need to buy a carpet, so, I actually remember reading, like, some, like, one-off, like, webcomic thing on, I think I saw it on Twitter or something. I don't know, maybe it's part of some regular webcomic series. I don't know, I just saw it on Twitter or Tumblr or Discord or something, where it was, like, had, like, human villager talking to a bunch of villagers with, like, various animal based pun names and such. He's like, so I get why your name is this and your name is this and such, but why, and goes to Kyle, it's like, why are you named Kyle? What does Kyle have to do with a wolf? Yeah. Oh. This is definitely one of the fossils I've been missing. I almost missed it again. You hate Kyle? Oh. I like Kyle, but I think every... I like every wolf that I've encountered other than Chief, who's my arch nemesis. But other than Chief, I like all of them. And Kyle, I also just really like the name Kyle. In my upcoming writing project, I actually have 2 characters named Kyle Anderson. In part because of the fact that they were originally characters that I had from different series that I reused the name, and then for this one I'm using, because I'm combining stuff from various series, I have 2 of them, so it's going to be an ongoing joke where it's just going to be like, no, the other Kyle Anderson. Oh, X's name. That makes sense then. Let's talk. Yeah, I'm not sneezing too much. I do sneeze from time to time in spring, though. It is a thing I do. I think we talked to everyone except for Ava here, who I haven't talked to yet, but I'm about to. Okay, so we found 4 fossils, so we're still missing 1. Let's talk. You know it. Okay. Orange flavor Kit Kat? Maybe? I'm not even certain, because I've had a lot of, like, the various weird Kit Kat flavors. I shouldn't even say weird. Like, orange isn't even that weird of a flavor, but just, like, you know, the various, like, flavored Kit Kats. I've definitely had, like... So I've definitely had various different, like, Kit Kat flavors and such. And I've definitely had various... definitely had, like, orange-flavored chocolate. So I think I've had the orange Kit Kat, but I'm not 100% certain. Yeah. But yeah, I do definitely like the mix of, like, orange and chocolate. Definitely, it's a good mix. Yeah, you like it? Yeah. Oh. And one more letter to send. Okay, let's go and sell this junk, because that's not anything I'm going to be bringing to the island. Then let's go to the island. I just had a moment of, where's the other statue? But I'm like, oh no, that's in Pretoris, where I already have 2 of the statues. Here in my main town, I only have the 1. Okay, Nook, I've got some junk for you. Take a look. It's in a book, A Reading Rainbow. I don't know why that suddenly came to mind. Okay. Now let's grab some cherries and head to the island. Predict 2 items? Oh yeah, yesterday we got, I don't know if you were still lurking at that, if you were lurking at that point, or if if you'd headed out or anything, but we got 3 new pieces of furniture at, on the island yesterday. One of which was a painting, which is, of course, really awesome. We're down to just missing 1 painting. Or 2 paintings, I mean. We're missing 2 paintings. The scary painting and the quaint painting, I think, are the 2 paintings I'm still missing. And yeah. Think you were lurking, dealing with your cat at that point. Ah. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I saw something, but I think it was I thought I saw wheat or something, but I think it was just kind of some of the leaves from one of these palm trees or something. Just when I saw, like, just a little bit of it, maybe, like, I don't know. To the island, Captain. Yeah, he loves the rain. Not like me. I'm not a big fan of the rain. I know it's important, but not a big fan of it. Definitely prefer when... I definitely prefer if it rains when I'm, you know, not having to leave the house. If it has to rain, which it does have to rain occasionally, rather it be while I'm going to be inside anyway. Okay, it's not raining on the island though, so that's cool. So we're gonna go and see what we can get. I'm not sure if, not sure if, what was I saying? I was gonna be saying something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be saying. No, yeah, I'm not sure if there will be fruit on the tree on the island. There's only one tree left on the island. I'm not sure if there'll have fruit on it or not, because Wednesday was 2 days ago, so I don't think it'll have fruit again yet. So it's just these 9 cherries plus the 9 that are already here. Right, okay. Awesome. And back to the mainland. Yep, I know I just here for like less than a minute, but we'll be back in a bit. Well, first we got other stuff to do here, Cap, and you know how it goes. Oh. Transmitting that data takes a while. There's a lot of data to transmit, an entire island's worth of data. A fistful of datas. There was an episode of Star Trek Next Generation. It was called A Fistful of Datas, because, you know, Data is one of the main characters in that show, and there was one where there's a holodeck malfunction, as there often is, causing every character in the holodeck to look like Data, and I think also have his level of strength, which of course was causing issues for the people trapped in the holodeck, which was Worf and his son Alexander, and I think Loaxana Troy? I don't know, it's been a long time since I watched Next Generation. Need to do a rewatch some point. Give me a moment to swap the cables. Yeah, the Wild West themed holodeck program. I was like, love a good Western. Okay. Hey, Flossie. How's it going? Got some fruit for you. Your favorite, cherries. Okay. Let's see how much of, oh. She's going at, the ones at the bottom. Getting ahead of me. Once again. Oh. What the? 1 second. Wait. I just noticed two things on my phone. I noticed a missed call, which is impressive that... Well, no, not impressive. It's surprising that I didn't notice when there was a call. I know my phone's on silent, but usually I would still see if the screen had switched to the call. Unless somebody, like, called and just, like, you know, the wrong number hung up right away. Let me just quickly take a look. Don't recognize the number, but it does look like a local number. So probably just a... Possibly just like a wrong number, somebody called, and then it's like, oh wait, typed in the number wrong and immediately hung up. I mean, pretty much no one I know is actually going to call me. Everyone I know knows Eric's not going to answer the phone anyway. Text me if you want to actually, you know, wasn't you. I mean, if it was, I'd be kind of concerned where you got my number from. Not gonna lie. Okay. Then also the weird thing was I also on my phone had a notification for GameFAQs, which I don't know why my phone is sending me notifications for that. This is the original for GameCube, but this is stuff on the Game Boy Advance with the island. Because if you have Game Boy Advance hooked up to the GameCube via GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable, you can travel to the island, and then you can put a copy of the island onto the Game Boy Advance to play this kind of like mini game thing, which is what we're doing right now. So, yeah. Hey, Iron Yoshi, more endless 100%. I mean, there's an end to it. We're slowly making progress every day. Make at least some progress. Can't see because you have it set to audio only. Ah. No worries, no worries. If it's set to audio only, then you're noticing we're on the island right now, I'm sure, because you can if you recognize the island music. And such. But yeah. Okay, so third row she did the far right one. Oh, it was an NES game. Okay, go back up to the second row. We like to do this row by row philosophy so that it's nice and organized. So for anyone wondering what I'm doing, so like I was mentioning, this is the island. For anyone unfamiliar with the island, all this stuff that's buried up here is furniture. You see there's a space and then more stuff buried. That stuff down there is clothing, which we're not working on right now because currently it's only giving us clothing that we already have. But what happens is you get her to dig it up, and she'll dig up furniture and replace it with another piece of furniture. She'll dig up clothing, replace it with another piece of clothing. It also works with wallpaper for wallpaper, carpet for carpet, gyroids for gyroids. And in that way you can get stuff to add to your catalog. That's why we have, if you look at my percentages numbers under me, you can see 100% on gyroids. That was thanks to the island. The fact that we're at 164 clothing is in large part due to the island. We probably would not be that high if it weren't for the island doing this. Even wallpapering carpet, I think we got like 1 or 2 of them from this. Although that mostly we haven't done with this. But furniture, we've got a decent chunk from this as well. Especially because via this method, you can also, for furniture, that includes stuff that normally you would get from, like, Red or from the raffle. You can get that stuff here. Can't get like, holiday-exclusive furniture or, Universal Code, or, like, any code-exclusive furniture. Or maybe there's... Or Gulliver furniture. Unless I'm forgetting anything other than those things, you can get, like... Igloo furniture you can't get, and camper furniture you can't get. But pretty much any other kind of furniture you can get from here. For wallpaper, you can't get the Wendell wallpapers, you can't... Carpets, you can't. Or the holiday ones. Or code ones. For carpet, the same, just like substitute Wendell for Sahara in my explanation. Alright, she already did that one, so we'll skip over. Going to McDonald's? Ooh. Yeah, pick up enough for all of us now. And for clothing, you can't get the Gracie stuff, as well as, like... Did she already do this one? Must have already done that one. But yeah. Gyroids, though, you can get any, which is why we got we got so many of them from this method. Do I have a teleporter built? Not at the moment, no. It got damaged and has yet to be repaired. You know, limited time and all that. Okay. Anyone else have a teleporter? Neglected the lawn so much it looks like a wheat field. Well, that's definitely a lot of that just means you can have adventures on your lawn. Hiding in the tall grass. Yeah, and I know back when I was a kid, my grandparents' house out in the country, there was, like, you know, a section of their lawn right around the house that was, like, mowed, and the rest of it was not, so it was just, like, tall grass and such. So whenever me and my brothers, and also if, like, any cousins were there or whatever, we would just, like, you know, when we were kids, have just adventures in the tall grass and such. A lot of fun. And keep neglecting and see how tall it gets. Yeah, good stuff. Good plan. Good plan. Okay. Did she already do this one? Or did she just ignore it right here? Okay, she didn't already do it. Okay. I think that's everything then. Give me a moment to swap the cables back and go back to the standard game. Who actually enjoys mowing their lawns. I think some people with, like, riding mowers enjoy it, but push mowers, probably not a lot of people. Yeah. I remember when I was younger and had to mow both, you know, my family's lawn and then also like my grandparents. I preferred my grandparents' lawn though because of the fact that, you know, my grandparents would always then give me like, you know, $10 or whatever it was. I don't remember the exact amount they gave me, but they would, whereas mowing my, you know, lawn at home or whatever, that was just something I had to do. I mean, mowing my grandparents' lawn was just something I did. Like, you know, my mom was like, okay, go mow your grandparents' lawn, right? That was not grandparents I was mentioning earlier. Like, grandparents I mentioned that had, like, you know, that lived out of town, were the ones on my dad's side. The ones that I had to mow the lawn of was the ones on my mom's side. So, like, my mom would always just tell me, oh, yeah, go mow their lawn or whatever, but they would always give me money, so that was at least nice. But then... And really, I think, like, mowing the lawn, even at, like, home, that was always, like, my chore. Never my brothers that did it, until such a time as I think when I moved out, or was it even just when I got a job that it stopped being my chore? Have a push more. Oh, yeah. I mean... what kind of shape hands in isn't really a, you know, girly or not girly thing. Like, I have fairly, like, my hands are smooth as well and such. That just, you know, all depends on, all depends on what you use them for. Scab from playing with cats. Yeah. Cats definitely like they're like a lot of cats definitely like to play rough. Okay. We return to the island to see what we got. Hopefully something good. And all that. Snakes. Can't say I've ever played with snakes. Yeah. And here we are, back on the island. Heston Island. Okay, let's drop off our cherries first. Holding the feisty one, of course, of course. It's like, I'm just gonna quickly deactivate and reactivate. Oh, still guessing 2. I was like, had a moment of still guessing 2. And I was like, what? Oh, right. What I'm gonna find. Okay, we'll drop this other one over here. Look, I'm a streamer. I can't be expected to remember anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why I have all the lists, so that I don't need to remember anything. 2 10,000ths. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Yeah, like over half of the sources in this scene in OBS are just like text sources for the various lists I keep for this game. Okay. No more 10,000s in here. But still, 2 10,000s is not bad. Not bad at all. What time are we at? 5 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Let's check now what we've got. See if Lynx has become psychic, and we get 2. Start off a green lamp. I don't think that's new. It is not. Not new. You're not psychic. We can't prove that you're psychic yet, Lynx. Not yet. Wario's Woods. Well, that's definitely not new. Fingers and toes crossed. Crossing everything. I much prove that's not... Let's line myself up again properly. Cabana table. We need something cabana. Cabana armchair. Nope, not an armchair. Okay. DK Junior Math. I don't think so. No, we need Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3. Not Donkey Kong Jr. Math. But that's an NES game that's not baseball or Wario's Woods, so that's still, like, always a treat to find. A school desk. No. Okay. So top row done with nothing new found. On to the second row. A samurai suit, not new, but still cool. Baseball, well, there we go, found one of each of the 2 NES games that we find a lot of here on the island. Modern sofa. Is modern one of the series that we have? Okay. Not one of the ones we've completed. We still need the wardrobe, but not the sofa. Okay. Surfboard. Don't think I need that. Nope. Hiccup? No worries, no worries. Treasure chest. That ain't new either. A ukulele. Nope. A blue table. Blue is one of the series we had complete already, right? Blue. No, it's not, but we're not missing the table. We're missing a blue bed. Also blue vase, but that's a part of the blue series. That's part of the vase set. Treasure! Sadly, it's treasure we already had. Black queen. Now, the black chess pieces, we have everything. We just need some of the white ones yet. Green pantry. I think I said earlier, yeah, green dresser is what we need. And also the green pipe. Yeah, that's not part of the green series. That's just green. That's part of the Mario series. A pond lantern. Nope. Not something we need there. An office desk. Now we need an office chair. Close, but no cigar. Also haven't found a cigar. Yeah, so we're on to the row 3 here. Another copy of baseball. Because we need to find plenty of copies of baseball. Another ukulele. Ukulele. Another beach chair. I think that's the first one we've seen today, but we've definitely seen those before. And... ooh, white rook. That might be new. So I was mentioning we need some of the white. It is, in fact, new. So, one new thing so far. And the thing at the very bottom of the list yet, too. Okay, so it's only actually one white chess piece that we're missing currently, the white queen. We're also missing a white golf bag, but clearly that's not a chess piece. I don't think I've ever seen a version of chess with golf bag in it. Blue dresser. What was the blue thing we were missing? Like the table or something? Bed. Blue bed we're missing. Not a dresser. And some people use their beds as a dresser. Okay. 102. Classic sofa. You don't know? What do you not know? Oh, no. Why? Did y'all see that where the game was kind of just like, the game screen was kind of, what's the word, like, not stuttering, because, like, it was just kind of, like, blinking almost. That was a bit weird. Oh, there it goes again. What's going on there? One second. Well, that was weird. Hopefully, that was just a minor hiccup and nothing, nothing big or whatever. Basically what I did was I just unplugged and replugged, like, the video thing. Because it was happening on both, both my TV and on the stream, which means it wasn't, like... It was any. That means it was either like something with the splitter where it's like the. Because I have like composite cables, composite splitter, which then goes to the one goes to the TV and one goes to the adapter, which goes to the capture card. But yeah, so the fact that it was on both the TV and on the stream means it was something either at the splitter or sooner. So I basically just unplugged the thing from the splitter and then plugged it back in. And it's fine now, but... yeah. What are we looking at? Science table. Not new. Okay. Alright, smell the McDoodles. Nice, nice. Another copy of baseball. What is that, 3 now? Chalkboard. All your chalk needs. Not new. Not a copy of Wario's Woods. Another copy of Wario's Woods. 2 in a row. What are the chances? Honestly, not bad, because that's not the first time that's happened. A ukulele. It's like the third one we found today. So what you're getting from McDonald's there? Nope. Another copy of baseball. Another beach chair. Garden pond, I think we already have. Yeah. Come on. Still have new stuff we can get, game. Beach table. Getting worried now? Don't think we're gonna make it to the 2 new things. A letter cubby. Nope. Green desk. No. It's a green dresser. I'm like, wait, was that it? Because I guess because dresser and desk both start with D. I was like, wait, was that what it had said? But it wasn't. A blue clock? I don't think so. No. Not putting real money to your guesses? Well, why not? Gotta like, you know, make it more interesting. Garden stone. No. You'd be broke. I mean, it depends on how much money you put in. Just like, you know, something like, you know, I don't know, a few dollars or something. An odd clock. Okay, so yeah, just everything. My life savings. I'm betting my life savings on you getting 2 new things. So only the 1 new thing. But that's still a new thing, so, you know, something is still something. Half right, exactly. You're only off by 1. Oh wait, should resize that list. And then go back. Okay. Yeah. And the thing is, we're, you know, any progress is good progress. So that's the important thing, that we just keep making progress. Because eventually we're going to hit the wall where it's like, okay, now, like, eventually we are going to hit a point where it is going to be just like, okay, we have virtually everything, we just have a few things we're missing, and we're just, you know, needing to get a lot of money to get one of those things, and waiting for holidays for the other things. Or a few things that'll just be like waiting for RNG. Because like there's still common furniture that we're missing, just because of the fact that it just hasn't shown up yet. I think we're going to go and try to catch ourselves the whatchamacallit fish. The angelfish. Small. This is, I don't think, small. This is, I think, medium, but we're going to try and catch it just to confirm. Yeah, that's rainbow trout. I'm pretty sure that's a medium fish. That's for fishing on this side for whatever reason, so we're going to just do here. That, I can't tell. I'm not sure. I think that's medium as well. I got away, so that means... Okay, no, this is definitely small. Yeah, crucian carp. Not what we're after, but definitely the right size. Yeah, that one's definitely too big. Okay, we're holding off a bit on before we go to Praetorus because Red is showing up at 6, and because he'll be gone by, like, you know, he'll be gone by the time we play tomorrow. No, because normally, like, when Red comes, we, you know, see him, because he comes 6 p.m. one day till 6 p.m. the next day, so we see him normally the second day. But since tomorrow is Saturday, he'll be gone by the time we play. So I'm gonna just try to stretch out on the Animal Crossing until 6, which right now it's like 5:19, so that's not too bad. That's tiny. And then once... That way we can... If Red has anything for sale that we need, we can grab it while we're in Praetorus. Ooh, that one's small. That's gonna take too long. Even though, like, the fact that I ran away means probably this might this isn't okay. Even though that looked like thinking that might have actually been a normal sized fish, the fact that I got it away means it was definitely an angelfish. The rules are that any fish that gets away is definitely the fish you were looking for. Other than, like, you intentionally scaring it away, because you know it's the wrong one. See, that was definitely an angelfish. I went too soon. Definitely an angelfish. Because if it gets away, that means when you're trying to catch it, that means it was definitely what you needed, regardless of if that's actually even possible. Because that's just the way the universe works. Yeah, that was definitely the angelfish. See, I'll fish for a while, trying to catch that angelfish. And then we'll see what time it is, and maybe play some balloon fight then, depending on what time it is. And if we don't catch the angelfish, then just we'll eventually switch over to going and visiting Praetorus. Come on, we don't need these bigger ones. Hey, when they're also up. Ooh, this is the right size. I think. But just another crucian carp. Another correct size fish. Probably just a crucian carp. Oh, small bass. This wasn't a crucian carp, but still not what we're after. We want the angelfish. Is there a devilfish? Not an Animal Crossing, but just like... It's an angelfish. There should also be a devilfish or a demonfish or something. I don't think so, yeah. Believe in me. Thank you, thank you. Actually, demonfish is what they should have called the piranhas. Okay. Thing is, it's a two-part thing, because the first part is the RNG of getting an angelfish to show up. But because we don't actually know, we just know if it's the right size. The second part is catching it, which some fish are easier than others. Like that. And the thing is, I don't actually know how easy or difficult the angelfish is, but I'm assuming those small ones that I'm too late on and get away, like at least some of those are the angelfish, which means it is one of the ones that has tighter timing. And yeah. And that being the case means that that is where it kind of comes into a little bit of an issue, that there is a slight delay on my TV. I think that was actually too big. It's a dace. That was definitely too big. Don't even see one there. It's probably up above the cliff. Definitely too big. That one's too small. Too big. Too big. Too big. That's the right size. No, small bass. Yeah, I felt there was enough hesitation there that if that was the angelfish, and if I'm right about how quick we need to be on it, that wasn't it. Oh wait, that one is, I think, too small. I think. Yeah, that's a killifish. Okay, we got a full inventory. Let's go sell it and try again. And, yeah. Oh, I never went by my house. Yeah. Cookie, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, those pink roof outs. The nice thing is the model, has the same color roof as your actual house, because I wasn't quite sure if that was pink because of just the darker lighting and the rain. I was like, I think that's pink roof, but I wasn't 100% sure. So that's, I guess, what color Doc painted it. I think that's also what color Nook was selling today, yeah. More red. Pink is close to red. Pink is really just light red. So, we're close. Closing in on the red. It's interesting, because, light blue is light blue. Light green is light green. Light yellow is light yellow. Light orange is light orange. Light purple is light purple. Light red is pink. Okay. I'm sure there are other names for at least some of those light colors, but pink is definitely the most, like, commonly used, or common, like, most common, yeah, commonly used name. Because I know colors have all sorts of, there's all sorts of weird named colors, but yeah. I mean, heck, I used to work in reconditioning at a car dealership. Just like some of the names of some of the, like, paint colors and such were just like, who even comes up with these? Yeah, Crucian Carp. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Iron Yoshi, and have a good rest of your day. This one's too big. Dace is wild. That one's definitely too big. Nothing up there. Ooh, luckily that one was too big, because I should not have been running there. Oh, that one... That's a small one. But do I want to wait for it to get within range? Maybe. Maybe. Mayhaps. Yeah, we're good. Almost. We're almost good, I should say. Don't think it's, yeah. Small bass. That's what I figured. Well, I more likely figured a Crucian Carp, but small bass was like my second guess. Yeah, another Crucian Carp. Oh, don't even see anything there. Too big. Too big, too big. No, definitely too big. Too big. And just right. Don't think it's an angelfish. No. That angelfish is giving us so much trouble. Because, like, the other two fish that became available in May, well, fish, because one of them was a frog, we caught rather quickly and easily. Angelfish, though. And, like, it's not like we're in a super big rush. Like, it's going to be around till October. But still, I'd much rather catch it sooner rather than later. Just get it, you know, taken care of, right? Okay, how about compromise? Don't give me an angelfish, just give me an anglefish. Well, we'll just spell it wrong. That'll work, right? Okay. I think that's the right size. Another Crucian Carp. Well, it was the right size. I was right about that. And we have another full inventory. Fullest of the inventories. The inventory that is full is the inventory that we have. Yeah, I've got some more fish for you, and also a boot. Don't question the boot. I just remember something else we were going to be doing. Let's quickly take care of these. So we can just get, rather than keep throwing them in the dump, we can just give them to Nook to dispose of them. Yeah. Yeah. All the extra raffle tickets from last month. Yeah, no worries. I just... Yep. Yeah, might as well do that while we have the time right now anyway. Clear this out, and then, yeah. Yeah, at some point I may stop buying, like, buy out Nook's store every day just to get raffle tickets. What I should do, at some point, probably not today, but at some point, is count up, like, all the furniture I need that we get via the raffle. And then, so I just have an idea of, okay, at what point do I stop needing raffle tickets and such. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just gotta yawn. Obviously, that's still a ways away when I'll stop needing raffle tickets. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't really ever need them in that, you know, raffle prizes can also be gotten via the island. In fact, we've gotten a few that way. But it's nice to be working on, because of the RNG involved, it's nice to be working on stuff like that from, like, you know, multiple avenues just to increase the chances of getting that stuff. Doing the same stuff with, like, stuff you can get via red as well would be a good idea. Like, just figure out how much stuff I need from Gulliver would be a really good idea, because of the fact that that the Gulliver stuff can only be gotten via Gulliver. So it's a bit different than, like, say, like, stuff you get from Red, you can also get from the island. Stuff you get via the raffle can also be got through the island, right? Like, stuff you get from Gulliver can be got from Gulliver. No ifs, ands, or buts. Unless it can get... maybe you can get Gulliver stuff through the, through Wisp. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, at some point, if I can figure out how to make it work, we're definitely gonna... I'm definitely gonna look into it at some point, even if I just do it, like, once a week or something, doing, like, later streams so we can find Wisp, because that's a good way to get, well, to to get stuff to fill in your catalog, because if you do the wisp thing, you can get something that is... You'll get something that, from my understanding, you'll get something that is not in your catalog as long as there is stuff not in your catalog that is, like, you know, is gettable from him. Which, I'm pretty sure doesn't include, like, or, like, I'm fairly certain it doesn't include the holiday furniture and such. But, like, for clothing, I think it actually does include Gracie clothing. Which means it also probably includes, like, Wendell wallpaper. But I'm not certain. So I don't know if it includes, like, the Gulliver furniture or the Igloo furniture or such. Didn't know he was in this one? Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know about Wisp in general just because of the fact that, you know, you need to be playing at night. Like, I don't know what exactly the times are, but it's, I think, like, something like midnight to 4 a.m. or something like that is when he's around, so, like, he's in New Horizons, yeah. Yeah. I have no idea what the times are for him in that game or whatever, but, like, in this one it's, I think, something like midnight to 4 a.m. I could be wrong the exact time, but it's something like that. So it's pretty easy to not encounter him. And then there's also various rules about whether he can or cannot show up. Like, and a lot of misinformation online about what is required for him to show up. Because, like, it's a common but incorrect belief that for him to show up in this game, you need to have a lot of weeds in your town, which is something which, in part, because one of the things he can do when you because getting something that's not in your catalog is one of the things. Basically, when you find him, you get a choice between that, getting something you don't have, or him painting your roof, or him getting rid of all the weeds in your town. And I'm pretty sure when you paint your roof, like, you get all the choices, similar to, like, when you get a house upgrade, so, yeah. But I think because of the fact that one of the options is getting rid of all the weeds, that's something that contributed to the idea that you need to have a lot of weeds for him to show up. So between 7 p.m. 5 a.m. Okay, so definitely a lot more range than in New Horizons for when he can show up. Probably makes sense, like, because, like I said, not a lot of people would have been encountering him in this game unless they're, you know, using time travel. Unless they're, like, having the time set to not the actual time. I know that was, like, back in the day, a buddy of mine who had 2 towns, and his main town was set, like, with the correct date and time. His secondary town was set 6 months and 12 hours offset, so that he would always have, like, you know, one of his towns is day and one is night. And then, like, you know, the two different times a year and such. That way he could, like, you know, do more stuff and such, even without having to, like, constantly change the time and date. You have to be careful, though, if you're, like, traveling between towns with, I mean, mainly just if you have, like, turnips, you have to be careful of traveling between towns with different times or dates. That can cause them to go bad. Like, wouldn't be an issue with me. Well, yeah, with me and my towns, they're both set, you know, the exact same date and time, because they're set, you know, to the GameCube clock. No, you know, no offset from the GameCube clock, and it's the same GameCube, so Or we, technically. Oh, this is a medium one, I think. That one was probably small and Angelfish, because it got away. No. That one's too big. That one's just right. Ah, oh my god. 20 minutes. Oh, until a red, you mean? That was way too big. Yeah. We'll probably do it up like, you know, 10-2 or so, so another 10 minutes is probably when we'll go over to Pretorius, because we have other stuff to do there as well, so... But I'm more and more feeling like we're not getting the Angelfish today. Okay. But I mean, you know, just keep trying, and eventually we'll get it. Oh, not this one. This one's a crucial carp. That one, even no matter what it was, I would have caught it though. Like, I got the timing perfect on that. In part because I actually pressed A before it went down. Which, like, or before I saw it go down, which would have been as it went down because of the fact that, like, you know, there's the very slight delay on my TV. As I keep saying. Okay. And yet, and it's interesting. Like Animal Crossing is the only game I've really actually even noticed that delay, and the fact that it's only with fishing in Animal Crossing makes sense. Like, most stuff in Animal Crossing doesn't exactly require like top tier reflexes, right? So, but the fishing, the timing is precise enough that it's noticeable. But like, I mean, I've sometimes noticed it in I mean, I used to notice it more before because like there was a setting on my TV that I changed before I changed that one setting on the TV. It was definitely worse. Then I could definitely notice it in more games. Like, there were certain parts in one of the Mega Man games. I want to say Mega Man 2, but I can't remember for certain. Where I would just, like, be dying. Actually, I think that's too big. I'd be dying over and over again. And then, because I was playing that on, like, Wii Virtual Console on my Wii U, and I have, like, my Wii U gamepad, which also was showing the game, ended up using that, and then that was so much easier because that weirdly has less of a delay, even though it's like, you know... actually, no, I think that's too small. It's, you know, handheld controller that's getting the image sent, you know, wirelessly. It still had less of a delay than my TV. But that's just part of how, like, modern TVs function and such. And that's why also, like, a lot of them will have, like, mode. Mine does have a mode that does lessen the delay, which definitely helps now that I found that. But also a lot of modern games will be made with that in mind, whereas older games, because they weren't, when you play older games on modern TV, that can be where it's most noticeable. Older games. No, that's too big. How many do we... Room for 2 more. I just want an angelfish. Is that so much to ask? That was probably it. Got away. Definitely it. Them's the rules. Okay. The rules of reality. Okay. But we'll find it eventually. I think it's too big. Too big. Too big, too big, too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. They're all too big. Nope. Too big. Too big. No, that was too small. Too big, I think. There we go. Don't think so. No. Oh, it's a guppy, yeah. Just cannot catch a break. And like, we'll find one eventually. We only have like 10 fish left. What's all becoming available in June? Arowana, eel, giant catfish, giant snakehead, piranha. So we have a lot of stuff becoming available in June, actually. That'll be fun. Okay. Then in July, or no, yeah, in July, just the sweet fish. In August, the jellyfish. And in September, the salmon. So June's the big one, as far as that goes. Okay, I think we'll do one more fishing trip and then we'll head over to Protoris. Yeah, June's gonna be the big one for stuff becoming available. And then after that, it's just a bit of cleanup in our subsequent months. Nope. That was another one where I pressed A too soon, at least from my perspective, but I guess it was just as it went down. But sadly, it was still just a crucian carp. And again, I did it. Oh, that was... Yeah, that one was definitely too big then. That was a bass, not a small bass. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely too big. Yep, definitely too big. That's the right size. But just a crucian carp. Just a crucian carp from Crucia. No, that's too big. I think that was too small, but... Yeah, no, it's definitely too small. That's the right size. Got away. Yeah, so probably an angelfish. There's a mosquito there. And I went too soon there. Okay. Well, that's the right size, I think. And I went too soon again. It is a gamble, because yeah, because like we had a couple of those where I went too soon as far as what it looked like to me, and it ended up with me catching them. Sometimes that's almost what you have to do. That's why I like if it actually does like when it does like the 5 like bobs or whatever, because like after the 5th one it'll for sure go down on at the latest. So if you count up and you get to, you know, you have it's bobbed 4 times, you know it's gonna on the 5th one go down, and then you can just go and be ready for that. But anything sooner than that is a gamble. And even that one, it's like a gamble of, is it going to reach that? Sometimes like you're counting 1, 2, 3, and because you're counting, you get distracted and you miss when it goes actually does go down. Yeah, I remember one time I was watching somebody doing a speed run of this game. I think it was the Complete Museum speed run, and they ended up spending like a far longer than they wanted to time on the coelacanth, I think. Because they kept missing, because they found it in the ocean a few times, but kept messing up on actually catching it. And yeah, that's small. Do I want to wait? No. That's just going to be a lot of waiting. Yeah. Still ended up with like a decent time overall, because it was like, that's like really long speed run. Like, their time was like something like, you know, 14 hours, which I don't think they ever actually submitted to speedrun.com, but if they had, that would still put them in a pretty decent time. Like, let me actually bring that up. Let's see here. Speedrun.com, Animal Crossing, completed museum. Okay, yeah, so first and second place are both between 10 and 11 hours. Third place is a little over 15 hours. And fourth place is nearly 36 hours. And that's all the runs that there are. Yeah. Yeah. That's something I'm looking forward to when I eventually finish 100%ing this game, is potentially speedrunning it at some point. With some of the categories, especially where there's so few runs that, you know, even if you don't do too well, you're still, you know, within like the top 10 or something, just because, you know, there is less than 10. Oh, actually, I think that might have been the right size. Yeah, that was too big. Eventually, I want to speedrun something that, you know, nobody has speedrun, so I can be like... No, that's too big. So I can be first place by default. I mean, not just for that reason. Like, certain games that, you know, I wouldn't mind speedrunning that just, you know... As far as I know, nobody has speedrun before. Like some of the games that I grew up with or whatever. Like Star Trek The Next Generation Futures Past for the Super Nintendo, one of the earliest games I own. And there's no speedruns for it as far as I know. Same with Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Crossroads of Time. Those are both Super Nintendo games. Or also even Super Battleship. I recently actually did look up Super Battleship on speedrunner.com. There is actually speedruns for it, but only on the classic mode, which is just, you know, like the board game Battleship. Yeah, I'm playing this on Wii. It's the GameCube disc, and I'm playing it on Wii, because Wii is backwards compatible with GameCube. Wii U isn't officially backwards compatible with GameCube, but yeah, so I'm playing this on the Wii with the GameCube disc, though. And I'm getting another call from the number that I had the missed call from earlier. One second, I'll just quickly Google that number. It does look familiar. Oh, I've Googled it before. Ah, okay. I do actually know that number. Not going to answer it, though. Only AC game you've not played. Really want to try it. It is a fun one, yeah. So, yeah, you need a GameCube or a Wii to play it. Okay, let's just... Yeah. It's been a while though since I got a call from that number. Okay. Looks like really want to try it. You're living Wild World in New Leaf at the minute. Nice. Yeah, this is actually the only Animal Crossing I've played, at least the only main one. I've played Pocket Camp as well, but only, but not in a while even. And I haven't played any of the other main ones. I plan to eventually. My plan is to eventually go through and 100% every single one of them. But that takes time, so only working on one at a time, obviously. Yeah. Can't get into New Horizons, strange. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know New Horizons definitely changed up a lot of stuff. And such. Like, it's probably the one that changed up, like, the most stuff. New Leaf had already changed up quite a lot of stuff. But then New Horizons changed up even more. Just realized I'm... There we go. Which, both, you know, is both a good and a bad thing, because, like, on one hand, like, it did bring in a lot of new people to the franchise, which is good, but at the same time it means it's lost some of the stuff that appealed to fans of the older ones, which it's always like a, give and take. Yeah, you're always trying to find the right balance between changing stuff up enough to both bring in new people and appeal to the older fans, but not changing too much to drive away older fans and such. Yeah, enjoy New Horizons. The building features what you like most. Yeah, design all nice. Like to take forever picking maps, but knocking your island down, can't get used to it. Yeah. 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 Not every game is going to be for every person. Like, I'm pretty sure I myself will enjoy every game in the Animal Crossing series as I slowly work my way through the series. But, ooh, if anybody has any requests, any drawing requests, quickly make them now. But, yeah, because we gotta draw somebody's face. And, yeah. Because my big thing in games, of course, that I'm working on is 100%ing stuff, so collecting everything. And that's something that all of the Animal Crossings let you do, collect stuff. Okay. Turnip. Okay. I think I've done that before. Can't remember if that was you that requested it previously or somebody else. But we will do that again. Let's bring up a picture of a turnip. We're going to do... what's our color we won't be using? Yeah, we'll just use this as the background. You can still play a Wild World online, actually. Nintendo servers are shut down, but, oh, and thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. But there are fan servers. You just need to set, I don't know exactly how you use them, but you just need to set certain things a certain way to access them. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Nintendo servers are shut down. But if you, if you set specific settings, you'll be able to connect to fan servers. I would suggest like looking it up on Google. Because like a lot of Wii and DS games are online again, thanks to fans. With the Wii games, I know it's you have to actually have like homebrew on your Wii, which I do. I just but with DS games, it's just about getting the proper settings to your online, so that basically a trick, because like when you go online, what is basically happening is like the game is checking for Nintendo servers, but by setting up things a certain way, you trick it into. Actually, no, I don't like that. You trick it into connecting to a different server, thinking it's a Nintendo server. look into it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I haven't looked into it too much because of the fact that, you know, I don't currently play any online DS games, so it's not... But I've definitely looked into it just as a, you know, curiosity. Actually... No, don't like that. I know what I want to do here. There we go. There's my turnip. My favorite villager is Alfonso, who I don't have in my main village, but I have here in my secondary village. I'm gonna take that off. Go back to the standard percentage list. Lovely, thank you. Okay. Here in my secondary village, I have Alfonso down there. Kiki and Zoe, both good picks. Actually, wait, which is Zoe again? Probably still a good pick, just I'm have to... Okay, that's nothing new in there. Nice to hear the low for low tiers ones. Love for low tiers for once. I don't even know what Animal Crossing tier lists are. Like, I'm sure they exist. I've never looked into anything tier list-wise for Animal Crossing. Maple Bonsai, is that new? Because I like who I like. Which, honestly, like, there's very few villagers I dislike. It's more just which ones I like the most, more than others. The only ones I really dislike are Chief, and that's just because he personally wronged me. Okay. And I'm pretty sure this is not a... Yeah, not a flame umbrella. This version only. Oh, no, I think I know who Zoe is. Zoe's, Anteater, right? Zoe, Animal Crossing. Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know who Zoe is. Always Raymond, Judy, Marshall. I mean, they're all cool as well. But, yeah. Alfonso's my favorite, in part because of his Mario theme, because, like, his standard clothing is, you know, the big bro shirt, which has the Mario logo, and his standard, like, catchphrase is, "It's a me!" Similar to, you know, Mario as well. And then, also back in the day when I was well, a teenager, I guess, me and my friends, when we played, we had an Alfonso that moved between, like, something like 4 of our villages. So, yeah, Eric I like because A, he's a moose, and B, he shares a name with me, even if he spells it wrong. But yeah. Okay, let's see if any of this is new. Obviously, we're buying it regardless for the raffle tickets, but fingers crossed there's actually something new in here. Doesn't look too promising, though. Pine table. Yeah, don't think I need that. Nope. Get Alfonso for me. Never let him leave. Oh. If only that was a thing in this game, you know, being able to keep villagers from leaving. If that were a thing in this game that you could keep villagers from leaving, what I would eventually do is, oh, you had Alfonso New Leaf, you moved and left you. Aww. What I would eventually do if that was possible, because eventually I do plan on having just a ton of towns in this game. So if it's possible to keep villagers from leaving, I would just have it set up so that I have every villager in one of my towns at any given time. So like all 218 villagers would be spread out amongst my towns. But since in this game, you know, villagers will just move up and move at random, regardless of anything you do, it's not something you could really, like, effectively do in this game. Yeah, I don't know if that's just something that New Horizons has to keep them from moving, or if other games have that as well. Planet King Dobby. Love to stop some villagers from leaving, gotta jump on all your games to check. Yeah. CD player. Yeah, not looking like anything new here today. But we're getting the raffle tickets, so... Little old man birthday twin, nice, nice. Mama Bear, that was something I was missing for the longest time, but I think I've already got it, yeah. So, yeah, just buying stuff for the raffle tickets today. No worries, sometimes that's just the way things go. I mean, we still have a chance to get new stuff, because we still have to check, because Red is in town, so we need to check that. Still need to also check if there's anything at the Lost and Found, and if Gulliver's washed ashore. So there's still a possibility of more new stuff yet today. Love him, but you want him to travel like he wants to. That makes sense. Also, I have to say that you two have this... Okay, when I look at Moobot, you have different color names, but in my Twitch chat standard, you two have the same color name, and you both have L names, and it keeps throwing me off. When I look at the chat in Moobot, though, you're different color names, so that's interesting. Has photos so his times come. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, the two of you both have green names on my screen. Yeah. Sworn he'll never leave. Makes sense, yeah. Maybe a bluish green or greenish blue. Not sure. But either way, you both have... And see, Lynx, you do have the same color name when I look, like, in my regular chat, and when I look in, like, Moobot. Lucy, you have a different color name, depending on which I check. Which presumably means you just have never actually set your name color, which means it's, like, random. But, yeah. Okay. I mean, you don't need to change it. Like, it's perfectly fine to have... Just means I have to, like, do a double check after each, like, time I read a comment. Blue on yours. Lynx is like a teal for you. Yeah, teal might be like, yeah. Good way. See, just you're both teal, but like Lucy, like I said, you're that color in mine, same color as Lynx. But when I look at in my main chat, but if I look in the chat in Moobot, you're pink. Your name is Pink for me. Okay. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, because if you haven't set your name color, then I think it's random for other people. But like, it'll always be. I think it's be like the same color for like through the same like browser and program and whatever type thing. Now it's like consistent, but like you go and look at it at something else and it's different, right? Which is a weird way of it being set up. I'm not sure why it's set up like that, but yeah. But if you set your name color, then it'll be that color for, you know, everyone. The only difference then would be like, if, you know, monitor color settings might make a different shade, right? But that's a nice red. Is that the same red as what I use? Yes, it did change. eBay would probably be the best place to change. If you, I'm not sure if you're on PC or on mobile. If you're on mobile, I don't know. If you're on PC, you can just go. Well, actually, in the chat box on the left side, there should be a thing called Chat Identity. It like you'll have to like hover over it for it to say Chat Identity. It'll be like showing. I'm not sure what symbol. For mine, it shows the broadcaster symbol because I'm a broadcaster here. But you go in there and you just scroll down, and it has name options or color options. Having issues there, Lynx? All the colors have been fine. Red was good, the blue is good. Okay. You're never okay? Good to know, good to know, good to know. Are any of us ever really okay? Sell it all. Yes. Timmy, I wouldn't have said I want to sell it all if I wasn't ready to sell it all. I know exactly what I'm doing at all times, except when I don't. Okay. But yeah, like I said, eBay would probably be the best place to look for this one. That's where I would be looking if I needed to buy it. Because like I bought it back in the day, like when it was, you know, back in like, you know, 2003, 2004, something like that. I don't know. Back when it was the current game. I did buy it used, but that was because, you know. Oh, I guess we found. Because a buddy of mine was selling it and such, but yeah. eBay is though where I generally buy most of my retro games. And there should definitely be copies of it on eBay, it's just a matter of how much they would be like. Let's bring up eBay right now. Animal Crossing GameCube. 193 results for Animal Crossing GameCube. Let's see here. Yeah. Never mind, ignore you. Okay. I will ignore you from here on out, just as you've requested. Okay. Furniture. I already see one thing that, because I remember before when we were talking about the white chess pieces, and I said, oh, we also need a white golf bag, because I'm pretty sure that's the thing that I said, and it is. Interestingly, it's not actually a red specific item. It's just a standard one, but it's something we don't have, so I will buy it. Okay. And then this, a slot machine, I'm pretty sure I've already got that. Slot, yes. Already got that. So no thanks on that one. And then the classic Vanity. Oh, that's new. I am definitely glad I decided to make sure to play past 6 today so I could get this stuff, because that's 2 new pieces of furniture here. And that one is a red specific item. So, I mean, obviously we could get on the island as well, but, you know, red is the main, like, that's not something you're finding at Nooks. So red is the main, main intended source. But, yeah, that's 2 out of 3 new things here at Reds. Definitely awesome. Let's just then go check the Lost and Found and for Gulliver, and then head back. Oh no. Didn't mean to. Yeah, I already actually saw a red. I bought 2 things off of him. Both were things I needed, Copper, don't worry. I'm always careful with red. Nothing lost. How can I steal anything from the Lost and Found if there's nothing in the Lost and Found? Some shabby operation they have running there. Okay, let's check if Gulliver has randomly washed ashore. Come on, Gulliver. Come on, Gulliver. Come on, Gulliver. Don't see him so far. Nope, no Gulliver. Hey, Alfonso, what's hanging? Yeah. Because it has been a little bit since I talked to Alfonso last. Yes. That's not true. Number 5 shirt, nice. Don't need it, but hey, we'll just sell everything I have here, grab some money, and head back. Back to Trantor. Your cat is driving you nuts. Well, only option then is to drive your cat nuts right back. Yeah. So I think that's an option. Also, it'll just make things worse. Okay. So let's go and... Done changing colors? Are you, though? Are you really? I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. I can put this one in my wallet, and I can put one in the letterette. And then we can head back. Not forgetting anything. Let's head back to my main town. Oh! Needed a good stretch there. Gotta stretch every now and again. Definitely helps with, you know, not getting too stiff or anything. Okay. Yeah. Nice, good stretch. Now we're gonna head back and do a couple more things. You know, I don't think we're gonna spend any more time on the fishing, though. We have plenty more time for that yet in the future. And okay. Okay, let's go and first, because I think I did forget to check this earlier. Okay, we found that the other day. So, yeah. Yes, I, on stream, I have played Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Stadium. Off stream, I've played a variety of other games as well. Mostly just like pre-stream though. Like, I don't think I've played any other Pokemon games since I started streaming. But definitely a big fan of Pokemon, and definitely one of my goals for this year. Although I don't know if it'll happen because it's, you know, dependent on my money situation, but I want to be playing through, because I've played through all the Gen 1 games, I want to be playing through all the Gen 2 games, so this year I kind of wanted, one of my goals for this year was to be playing through Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Stadium 2, but that's dependent on, you know, my money situation, so we will see whether or not that actually ends up happening. I'm playing Moon, Blue Rescue Team, and Super Mystery Dungeon. Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of assuming, you know, it works out, like, money-wise to get all the games I don't have, or... I mean, in the case, technically I do own both Gold and Silver, I just, because of the issue with the save batteries in the old Pokemon games, I want to have the ability to... Well, first of all, Silver, I definitely need to already replace the save battery Like I bought it used, the save battery was already dead. The gold I also got used recently. I was told the save battery still works, but I want the ability to back up my saves before I actually start on it, so I need to get a device that'll allow me to do that. To back up the saves. But yeah. But ideally the goal would be to like play through all the Gen 2 games this year, then the Gen 3 games next year, then the Gen 4 games the year after, and kind of do like the main games. Main games and games that connect to them, like the stadium games connect to them, right? Like each year until I'm caught up on the main ones, and then go through kind of like, oh, this year work through all the mystery dungeon games. This year work through all of the whatever games type thing. And eventually just like 100, just not 100%, but like just beat every Pokemon game. But that's all long term. I definitely would like to play like, yeah, the those ones eventually. Yeah. So many games, so little time, so little money to buy said games. So many games, so little money to buy them, and so little time to play them. But we just keep taking it one step at a time, and slowly working our way through everything. Okay, so we got 4 new pieces of furniture today. Wait, how did we have 4 new pieces of furniture? We got 1 from the island, 2 from Red, what was the other new furniture I got today? Lynx, do you remember if you're still here? Like, unless I'm updating that number, but I'm just confused. Cause I only got 1 new thing from the island, right? Yeah, because you predicted 2 and I only got 1. We got 2 things from Red. Where is the other thing what was the other thing that we got? Let's see, well, that's 455 divided by X01 equals 76%. Other things should be unchanged. Should be 60 on wallpaper, 63 on carpet, 164 on items, 44 or 164 on clothing, 44 on items, 61 on stationery, all 127 gyroids, all 25 fossils, 14 on music. What else did I get that was new today? I am so confused right now. Or did I get something, somehow get something new on Wednesday after I updated the number? Don't think so. Okay, well, let's update other numbers. Villagers we have now. Cookie has lived here. Cookie. Okay. We didn't get Gulliver in either of my towns. I don't think there was anything new at either of the dumps. Sorry. Sorry I'm telling you just being quiet. I'm just so confused as what the fourth new furniture I got today was. Partly because of the fact that, like... Now, if I'm just forgetting that I got something, that's fine. But... if... I, like, say, got something on the island that was new, that for whatever reason wasn't on my list, so that didn't get removed from my... So I didn't think it was new. That would mean that there was a mistake on my list. Which is where the issue comes in. I just realized. Also, who moved out when I traveled there? If anyone. Oh yeah, Vladimir moved out. Just realized I also forgot to do... 60... 74? Yeah, it says 73, so up one from that is 74 on the villagers. 74 divided by 218 equals 34%. We've had 34% of villagers live in this village. Yeah. Because one of my goals for this game, for anyone unaware, is to have every villager live in this town at some point. Was there maybe something new in the Lost and Found? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the VOD of this one after, because I am so confused as to how I got, 3 or 4 new pieces of furniture rather than just 3. But for now, we're ending stream, and we are going to go raid somebody, so stick around for that as we go and see who is live. Who is live and on location. Let's see here. So, we could raid somebody playing Super Mario Odyssey or New Pokemon Snap. Water Minecraft. Or Cadence of Hyrule. Or Resident Evil 3. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those people, so let me know in chat if you have a preference for any of those games I just mentioned. Otherwise, I'll decide myself who we're going to go and raid, and yeah. And I will be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, with the Star Wars tabletop RPG I run, and Animal Crossing afterwards. Sunday will be Animal Crossing 9 a.m., and Subrequest Sunday stream 4 p.m., which is currently looking like Pokemon Blue. Then next week, weekday streams should all be 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time, starting with Animal Crossing, then usually something else after. So Monday after Animal Crossing will be Blaster Master. Tuesday is just Animal Crossing. Wednesday after Animal Crossing will be Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike. Thursday will be Thursday will be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate after Animal Crossing, and Friday, Lego The Hobbit, which I know we're skipping out on today, but we went later than normal on Animal Crossing. We also started later than normal, so yeah. And since no one has a preference for who we raid, I think we're going to go and raid one of my Plant Army teammates, Kira, playing Super Mario Odyssey. It's also her birthday today, I believe. So, yeah. So we're gonna go over there. I'm not sure how much longer she's streaming, if this is a 12-hour stream or what, because she's already been live for just over 10 hours, so yeah. If you want to join me on the raid, that'd be awesome. You can copy and paste the raid message and join in on the raid, because she's an awesome streamer, cool person. Did we? One second, I need to refresh. I'm not seeing. Okay, good. The raid did start. So yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted or auto-hosted, those who followed. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Let me just make sure I've copied the raid message. And, bye.